Da, 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 da. This came to me, and because it really started in the last few days when um, magnetics field changes, consciousness changes, um, that you process through your soul consciousness, imprinted into the upgrades of what you're experiencing through learning what you're experiencing more about the changes that are taking place that you thus experience, right? So I noticed within my own self, right, my creative mind, that's kicked more on, okay, by things that I do, particularly the goddess side of things, the higher octave. So when the higher octave of the goddess is kicking in, the more creative you're going to experience being creative. This is when the fire really gets lit, the accelerator really takes off, and your creative mind is on fire. Okay. I know because I've experienced it. That's why when I was a small boy, I was not only on fire to learn, but it's like yesterday, I wanted my big box of crayons back, like when I was a small boy, right? Colored pencils, charcoals, everything that's creative. And then I just thought of drawing something of my own creation that is a symbol of some that I love dearly that I was trying to heal. As a symbol of that relationship that was related to healing because of how much love you have in your heart for another soul to restore the fragments or fractals that they've lost as a result of having a war with artificial intelligence, because that's what it is. Because the fact of the matter is that I'm not at war with it, okay? But it needs our energy in order to keep it running. That's actually painful for me. So what happens is the more it learns about us by running algorithms, then you realize it can copy. In other words, the more it's learning about you, the more it can become like you, right? So now you're getting a torque differential speeds between it and you in mirrors. So you know, sadly, but it's just the way it works when you're talking about fractals, it's not ever going to be run faster than a monopole, which is the center point of every sphere that is on fire, which means every star, real living star, right, with a soul. And so this is where the accelerated learning comes in, because you're going to learn faster when you're on fire. Now your creative mind is kicked in, and it's accelerated. So I mentioned this over years as therapy, because I met a guy down here at La Jolla a couple of years ago, and he was with another guy that was, I think he was from New Mexico, but he had some pine seeds with him, and he handed me a necklace of Gaia's 3 logo spheres. Thank you very much. And, let's pass it forward, because you realize you're protected, and I know how to protect children. And we're protected out of what love is. But when the creative mind is on fire, you realize how much power you actually have. That's what scares them. When you have the hottest accelerator and you're lit, and you're a creator being, okay, and you're on fire, you're going fast. And because you realize how much power that you actually have by the creative ability that you have. And when you are actually on fire to show others how creative you actually are by how much love you have that you're doing it with, that actually ignites your furnace even more. So that's why the creative mind, the creative musician, the sound magician, is running the highest accelerator. See, it's like you can't catch up with that artist. The vampire can never catch up with that artist. It's just moving way too fast. That's like fail-safe, built in. So fire is built in. Fire is built in. The spirit of fire is built in to purify, to maintain the first musician. So there'll always be a first musician, which is music, which is what love is. It's on fire to experience music The spirit that dances to the music. See, my right hand just wants to beat a drum. Right? That's why when I get a joke out of TikTok, it's like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That's the clock, man. That's when I used to play bongos and sticks when I was a kid. On those little wooden desks they used to give you in elementary school. Man, I'm in the wrong class. I'm going to go out and hang out with another musician known as musical power plants about the goddess in the planet. Singing music, singing songs, dancing and singing songs. That's why I miss Native people. I've been trying to get hang out with a band, with a tribal band, settle in for a bit and spend some time with them because I've been moving so fast, that I just haven't had time because there is no time. So it's just like being a buzzsaw. Where are you going next? Fuck if I know. Wherever it is, I'm bringing my love engine with me. Right? You've always got a story to tell. You've always got a song to write. You've always got a poem to experience and share. You love to dance. It just comes natural. Dance with all the stars. Singing with all the stars. Playing music with all the stars. Yeah. Tuned right on in, baby. Let's go with the flow. Riding tunnels. We're tunnel riders, but we also make the tunnels that we can all ride. See, that's why it was painful, actually, because when I first went out on the water in Newport Beach, California, as a young adolescent boy, right, it's like, man, there's always going to be another wave. Hey, and even if I didn't catch any and you guys wanted to take off on all the waves, that's cool. You enjoyed it. Yeah. Enjoy the girls' waves. Enjoy Mama's waves. Thank you, Mama, for the waves. Wow. Powerful waves, being in the ocean. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for having so much fun being in the water. Water worlds, water waves, water sounds. Yeah. Being with the music. So I was reminded that, the creative mind, when it's on fire, it's like the other can kick out copies and try and be like us. But you realize what an original musician is. You don't ever do anything twice the exact same way ever again. Even right down to the nanosecond. Split that in as many gazillion ways as you can. Because it's not the nature of a spirit that is in purified light. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the kind of creative universe that we have just by looking at the beauty of this planet. How fast things move. Life grows. Yeah, so I had some fun yesterday being creative. I thought, man, I got to get some crayons. I got to get some pencils. I need to go back to being that little eek, that exceptionally sighted kid. Oh, man, you got to love it. Boy, we kicked off some goddess energy, didn't we? Let's be more girly. I do wear a flower. You better believe it. My heart is a pink rose, as pink as it gets, baby. That's why the NSA, they found me. Yeah, Pink Rose, we're going to rename your nose. We know who you are. Yeah. The flower children. EEKS. Exceptionally excited kids. Here, we were putting flowers in gun barrels. Hey, man, we're not afraid of you. We are what love is. Love is the absence of fear. You don't need to go to war. What's the matter with you? Don't you want to experience what love is? Love is more fun. This is a fun zone, a love zone. Yeah, that's where we're from. We live in love zones. Yeah, right. But you realize how it goes with all the programming, Tonka Tucks, Boys with Tonka trucks, that's programming. Girls with doll houses, that's programming. You know, you just observe the differences on the Truman Show set. We got a dollhouse over here. We got a train set over here. We got an airport just like a diorama over here, right? You want to build this to scale? Let's have a bigger planet and just raise the scale up, right? Yeah, so everything has sort of scale. So you can make bigger stuff and smaller stuff, right? Down to the smallest stuff. Like, remember that little tiny quartz crystal? Woo. How many of those we got? Wow, how many worlds are in that little crystal? How many worlds are in your mind's imagination? How much creativity you got? How much fire you got in you? Yeah. What a run, huh? A run. Reruns. No reruns. No reruns. Have a great day.